With St. Louis Real Estate Investors Association. Today is May 21st, 2021. And just a friendly reminder, we will be off next week for the holiday.
Yes.
Kathy has a well-deserved holiday coming up, and hopefully she's going to do something fun.
Let's hope.
Let's hope. Well, that's the plan, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess we can get started anytime you're ready, Kathy.
Okay. So I think we're all still recovering from the CDC announcement last week that kind of, after things have been dragging for so long, it seems like that just kind of bounced us into the future in a big hurry. I feel like I'm at the top of the roller coaster where you're about to go on the big downhill and you have that pause for a second. And in a second, everybody's going to be waving their arms and screaming, but you just have that moment. I think we're about to get very busy. I know that those of you who are doing real estate deals are probably already really busy. We really believe that the CDC will not extend the eviction moratorium since they lifted the mask recommendations. It would seem odd to do that. I think there is also, I think the economic wisdom right now is that it's time to retreat from subsidies and extra unemployment and everything, because we're past the point where people have to have it to get by, and it's starting to damage the economy. I don't know if any of you have gone out to dinner recently, but we went out last night. We went to Brio at Frontenac, and we had kind of a largish group. There were 8 of us, and they were turning people away. They were telling people there was 2 or 3 hour waits, and they had empty tables. We got seated, and the service was very slow. The waitress was very nice, but it was extremely slow. And there didn't seem to be very many wait staff there, and there was nobody bussing tables. The wait staff were having to bus their own tables, and the kitchen looked slammed. So I think these places are ready to go. They're ready to go, and, be restaurants again, and, that kind of thing, and they can't hire people. So that's a hurdle that we have to get past. But the courts, we still have this kind of dichotomy between the city and the county, and then all the other courts. St. Louis City and County are still not moving forward as quickly as we would like. I don't have any idea right now what the city's going to do. We hear these wild things, and we heard one the other day that Vernon Betts, the sheriff of the city of St. Louis, who is not a lawyer, had decided that the CDC moratorium was unconstitutional and he was going to disregard it. So Vernon, there might be a spot on the Supreme Court for you if you're comfortable with examining constitutional issues. There's courts all over the country that are considering this issue and ruling different ways. I'm not really sure. First of all, I don't know if that's true. And secondly, I'm not really sure what that means. We've been in the city and the county picking the CDC moratorium declarations that we think are BS and challenging them, and we're doing pretty well with that so far. We've heard other lawyers are not doing as well, and we think it's because they're not, frankly, cherry picking them the way we are. We're picking the ones that are really egregious, that people haven't made any payments in a long time, they haven't applied for aid, that kind of thing. And we're also making sure we're in front of the right judge. So we haven't had an official announcement from St. Louis City on anything, from the courts on anything recently. I was on a Zoom call with a judge the other day, a circuit judge, and I asked him if he knew anything, and he would have told me if he did, and he knew nothing. So they're still deciding, or, I don't know what. The statistics that you read online, the COVID's down everywhere. Maybe people aren't getting vaccinated as quickly as everybody would like, but there's certainly a lot less incidence of cases. In the county, Judge Burton is sticking to going to phase 3 on June 11th. And phase 3 is not going to mean a lot to us. We still can't do dockets and trials in person, and there's still the CDC declaration moratorium, but we can challenge them, and that's going to end at the end of June anyway. So we would like to get back in and have dockets. I think there's 2 things they don't want to do. One is big jury panels, and the other is our big dockets. That's too many people for them. They're not ready for that. And I don't know if many of you are going out and about now, but it's very bizarre because, you know, you kind of have to keep your mask with you because sometimes you need it and sometimes you don't. My gym that I go to is not requiring masks now. I mean, they say you're supposed to wear one if you're not vaccinated, but you know, how do you know that, right? They're not asking anybody. So all the temperature stuff is gone. The towels are back in the locker room. You don't have to check one out at the desk. It's great. It's great. Taking yoga classes with a mask on was not fun. You know, I had been doing a lot of time in the pool because they didn't make us wear masks in the pool. But it's kind of bizarre because you're walking in and you think, oh, maybe I should have my mask. No, that's right. They don't require them. So that's all good. And, you know, I feel like most of the places that I go are not requiring masks, or at least they're not telling us to put one on. But I think when we get back to court, they're probably going to have a mask rule for a while. We're still managing pretty well to do most things remotely, but we would like to be back. We would like to be back in person. We would like to have that option. I know some lawyers who were arguing with me about this the other day because they do different kinds of cases and they're happy to appear from their offices. They don't want to be there. But we have so many hearings with testimony and evidence and, you know, that kind of thing. That's just harder to do remotely. What else? I don't know too much else. I think civil jury trials are still months away. They're still working through the criminal backload, and that is a problem to get through all that. The city is having huge issues. The new mayor and the circuit attorney do not believe in prosecuting small crimes and, you know, that kind of thing. And there's stuff that's just not getting moved. The building where I live in the city, a guy stole one of our benches that we have alongside of the side of the building. And he was caught on our cameras, and we caught his license plate on his truck. And he got arrested, and it turned out he had a warrant in Miller County. So they took him down to Miller. He got to do a little tour of the state. He went down to Miller County, and apparently he got back out, and he's back parking at this lot next to us because he's working in this other building. And I asked our neighborhood security guy if we could get a neighborhood order of protection, keeping him out of the neighborhood, because my neighbors in my building don't like seeing their bench thief parking right next door to them. And apparently they're just months behind on processing that kind of stuff in court. And I don't think that our mayor and our circuit attorney have a lot of enthusiasm for doing that anyway. So, you know, in a way, maybe that means that civil cases will start moving sooner if they're doing less criminal prosecutions. But it's the big criminal cases that take a lot of the court time and take jury trials and everything. And those are still going to be going really slowly, which means we're in line behind them. I don't think I have anything else new this week, guys. Does anybody have questions? Everybody doing okay? Okay.
Great.
Hi, Dwayne.
Hi, Kathy. Everything's good.
That's good.
Crunching. I have a comment, just something I wanted to share with you. I just got a notification. I've got a court date in Park Hills, which is St. Francis County. I guess it's it's Park Hills, but it's connected with Farmington, the county seat, for Tuesday for grass cutting, I guess weed abatement, which it's all by phone though. And I just didn't know if that was something common that they're starting to use in the smaller cities right now. But I have a court a court date of Tuesday at 9:45. So I guess I'm going to call in. It's something that didn't have anything to do with me, but it does directly because I own the property. So just a comment. I don't know if that's good.
Well, there's a whole big chart on the Missouri Supreme Court site where it lists all the counties, all the circuits, and what phase they're at. And then there's another tab you can go to, and it'll tell you all the municipal courts and where they all are. And I can tell you the number of courts that have restrictions is getting smaller and smaller. The last time I looked, there were only 7 circuits that still had restrictions, including the city and the county. And a lot of those municipal courts are opening up, but some of them are still doing stuff by phone. I mean, I guess that's nice. You don't have to go down there.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm still kind of surprised at what happened last week with the CDC. And now I'm surprised that the courts aren't, our local courts aren't moving more quickly, but they're going to do what they're going to do. We'd like to get back. And I would say, given everything else that we know, if you have evictions in the city or county, I'd file them now if you haven't filed suit yet. Because I think the end of June is going to be the end of the CDC moratorium and local court restrictions and, you know, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So are you taking a sign off your door, Kathy, about needing a mask?
We have one person working here who's had not been vaccinated, and I'm a little concerned about that. So, but I'm going to meet with Heather and Natalie, who are like my backup front people, to see what their comfort level is at this point. So,
okay.
Yeah, I mean, we're thinking about it. It doesn't seem like a big deal in the scheme of things what we do, but you know, we want everyone to be comfortable and happy when they come here, and I want my workers to feel okay with what we're doing.
Sure.
I'm done. If I don't have to wear a mask, I'm not. You know, unless if one of you comes to see me and you want me to put it on, I will. But I'm vaccinated. I'm feeling good. I'm done with the mask. So, but I got to watch out for my people too and see what they want. When we're here by ourselves and
sure.
no one here, none of us are wearing masks. But you can come by anytime.
Okay, just curious.
Yeah. I'll tell them that you don't have to wear a mask.
No, I'm just interested watching all of this stuff happen.
Yeah.
Wonder where the wisdom is. Well, I'm more interested in finding out about all the changes that are happening.
I probably would have
in real estate
earlier in the week, and it was my intent. We just had a busy week, and I just didn't get around to talk to everybody about what they wanted to do. So I don't like to just issue edicts. I like to talk to everybody and see what they want, what they're happy with.
That's
but you know, as I think I've told you guys before, we've been at work the whole time. When Sam Page made his initial stay-at-home order in March of 2020, he exempted attorneys, which we felt was an attempt to kill us off. But we got a lot of attorneys. We can lose a few of them. So no, we were deemed essential. So I've been coming to work the whole time. I never stopped. I'm glad to be able to go out to eat again. I'm going to lunch at Bonefish Grill today with somebody from the court. I hope we don't get shot. You know, COVID's not the only thing that's a concern.
Why?
Yeah.
I thought that's a good area down there.
Yeah, we were surprised.
Apparently not, huh?
I think that was a random thing with crazy crime spree people. I mean, we don't usually have any problems here.
Somebody was shot there this weekend.
Yeah.
Oh. Did they die? Oh,
it was a doctor who had gone to dinner at Bonefish Grill and got shot when he was waiting outside for his Uber. And apparently the people who did this also shot a couple on Del Mar, killing one of them. And they've shot people in other states. And at least one of them has been apprehended in South Carolina. I'm
glad I'm a vegan. I won't be at the Bonefish Grill.
I think they do actually have some vegan meals, but I wouldn't be able to tell you what they are. I like the shrimp.
That's fine.
Yeah. Okay, guys.
Don't you get shot. If you get shot, we're coming after you.
You know, someone asked my husband once if he was afraid that I would get like kidnapped because I walk around our neighborhood at night. And he said, have you read the story, The Ransom of Red Chief? They would give her back. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, guys, I'm going to see you in 2 weeks. have a great week next week. Call me if you need anything, and have a great Memorial Day holiday weekend.
Thank you so much.
I am looking forward to really relaxing that weekend because I think we're about to get really slammed with work and be very busy, which I'm grateful for.
Please have some great time off. We'll look forward to seeing you in a couple weeks. Thanks so much.
See you guys.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
All right.